Okay, what else do I want to ask you? Actually, I'm going to ask something else. This is, yeah, another thing was that was interesting was you mentioned that, did you say a lot or most of people who have Sjogren's have Epstein-Barr? Is that
It would
right?
be a lot more than most. So Epstein-Barr virus is, along with a couple of other viruses, is the virus that's most associated with Sjogren's and some other autoimmunities as well. So Epstein-Barr
Okay.
virus is associated with autoimmunity in general, but when you're looking into Sjogren's in particular, it's one of the main ones as well. Different conditions have different viruses that are more like prevalent with them. With Sjogren's,
Okay.
Epstein-Barr is probably the number one main one, and the reason is because of how it infects immune cells. Epstein-Barr virus lives inside B cells, immune cells,
Okay, I
and
don't know anything about it.
changes the way that the immune cell, it basically hacks the DNA of the immune cell
Oh,
and prevents it from uh, it interrupts the immune cell's normal capacity to distinguish between human and foreign tissue, and so that's why autoimmunity can take place after Epstein-Barr virus. Excuse me. So that's a general autoimmune. That gets mega complicated, so I'm not going to go into it now. But like,
okay. Yeah.
um, so Epstein-Barr virus can disrupt the immune system's ability to distinguish between itself and foreign invaders. The other thing is that Epstein-Barr virus also can infect saliva glands in particular.
Oh, all right.
So
Yeah.
anywhere there's epithelial tissue, so epithelial cells are like the cells that line mucous membranes, like the mouth, the gut, etc. Probably the eyes as well, I think, to some degree. And so it can actually be in the saliva glands. So when you have
Right.
gland swelling in Sjogren's, that could be Epstein-Barr virus reactivation.
Oh,
So
that's
um,
interesting.
there is a particularly strong association between Epstein-Barr virus, the symptoms that it causes when it causes symptoms, because most people that have Epstein-Barr virus don't have any symptoms at all. But those that do, it can be very significant.
Because what
Um,
you said about glands, in my sort of, I'm on all these sort of Shogun's groups, including yours now, Facebook group. But there's a couple of Facebook groups of Shogun's people, and a lot of people complain about that. And I've never had my glands swollen, and that's interesting. And I always thought, when is that going to happen? And like,
but it doesn't happen with everyone. It doesn't happen with
yeah,
everyone. If it does happen, then yeah, like that would be a sign that maybe Epstein-Barr virus is involved. But that said, just because you don't have swollen
it
glands, that
could be it.
not Epstein-Barr virus, and like so um,
But
yeah,
yeah, I presume so. I presume so. The way you would work is if I know that you test for lots of things to figure out the core reasons of
mm,
why somebody has Sjogren's. And so if you found that somebody had Epstein-Barr after doing testing, then you know the what to do, obviously, to help with
yeah,
Epstein-Barr, so that that could help your Sjogren symptoms, our Sjogren symptoms.
yeah, exactly. So when we're talking about root causes, like
Yeah.
picture a tree, and the tree has a trunk, branches, and leaves, and that's all the above ground stuff that you can see. So that's
Yeah.
symptoms and diseases, named diseases like Sjogren's, like lupus, diabetes. These are the things that conventional medicine deal with.
Yeah.
Then if you look below the ground, you have this root system, elaborate root system,
Yeah.
and you have shallow roots, you have intermediate roots, and you have deep roots. And these roots are what in functional medicine call the contributing factors.
Yeah.
So these are the things that are feeding these symptoms.
Yeah.
Like what is causing the immune dysfunction that could lead to autoimmunity and Sjogren's.
Yeah.
So Epstein-Barr virus is a prime trigger of immune dysfunction.
Yeah.
It's not the whole story because there's already something going on with that person to even have the symptoms of Epstein-Barr. Something like 90% of people have Epstein-Barr virus.
Of people and
Yeah,
Sjogren's people, or
no,
okay,
people in general.
people in general.
It's
Okay.
like almost everybody has Epstein-Barr virus in them or at some point, and we never clear it. It's
Yeah.
not a virus that just gets cleared. It will be in us forever. Kind of like chickenpox, then becomes shingles later on.
Yeah.
So why a person would have symptoms from Epstein-Barr virus is because they have some kind of immune dysfunction. So there's a bit of a chicken and egg situation. The immune dysfunction can be because of the Epstein-Barr virus, or the Epstein-Barr virus symptoms could be because they have a poor immunity for some reason.
Yeah.
So when dealing with these root causes, it's not just about saying, oh, it's because of Epstein-Barr virus. We're just looking at the factors
Yeah.
that are contributing to
Yeah.
the body not functioning properly. So yes, knowing that there's like an Epstein-Barr virus reactivation, which
Yeah.
means that like you might have got it when you were a kid and now you're 45,
Yeah.
hormones are fluctuating, that's causing some kind of like immune
Yeah.
stabilization. You might have a stressful period at work.
Yeah.
Boom, Epstein-Barr virus is like, this is my chance.
Yeah.
Like they're distracted, basically. You have stress and it's like, boom, it can start replicating. It's like, all right,
Wow.
show the game's on. And then, but if that's the case, then yeah, you have to, knowing that means you can take a strategy a targeted strategy, like, okay, firstly, what do we know can help with Epstein-Barr virus? What might be the factors that have enabled it to start replicating again? So this will be like many lifestyle factors, nutritional factors, environmental factors, every holistic.
Yeah.
And Epstein will be one of many
Yeah.
possible root causes.
Yeah. From
Long
there, you'll
study.
see. Yeah, I understand.
And so
That
there's
is,
many routes, not just one route. This isn't about like simplistic.
yeah.
Can I say bullshit on this? This isn't like
Yes,
simplistic
you
bullshit.
can. I love it.
Like almost like every other like
Yeah, like
I'm the magnesium
like
guy. Like everything is because of magnesium deficiency.
yes,
Everything
yes,
is leaky gut, or everything is stress.
yeah,
Everything's emotional trauma.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not saying everything's Epstein-Barr. It's one of many possibilities that's going to look
yeah.
different for everyone. And like,